What is the best benediction? Huh?
Association of pure Vaishnavas.
The best benediction?
Chanting.
Huh?
Chanting Hare Krishna.
Saying two things.
Yes, please.
Huh?
Chanting Hare Krishna in association of pure Vaishnavas.
Both. Not one.
Simultaneously both.
Simultaneously. You have some doubt in it, I think. So you cannot pinpoint. You cannot pinpoint. Do you understand? You have multi-pointed things. But one thing, pinpoint. Only one thing you'll get everything. Do you understand? And what is that? Huh?
Association.
Sadhu Sangha. Do you understand? When Lord Vishnu asked the Prachetas to ask for benediction, do you understand? What did they ask for? Huh? What did they ask for? Huh?
Only in association of Vaishnavas.
तुलयाम लवनापि न स्वर्गं न पुनर्भवम भगवत संगी संगस्य मर्त्यानां किमुता आशीषः. Do you understand? They said this thing. Prachetas said this thing. What Ashribad, Ashish of benediction is there, then this Bhagavad Sangi Sangasya, the association with the Bhagavad Sangi is Bhakta, Sadhu. You understand? There is no better benediction than this. Tulayam lobenapi, na swargam na punarbhavam. Huh? Do you understand? Tulayam lobenapi, na swargam na punarbhavam. Lobe, that means for a moment only. If you can associate with a sadhu, sadhu means proper sadhu. Sadhu in true term, sense of the term. Do you understand? Not bogus sadhu. Sadhu means sadhu. You should understand this thing. If you can associate with such sadhu for only one moment, lobe, only one moment, it cannot be compared. The effect that will derive from such association cannot be compared with the attainment of heavenly planet. Do you understand? Heavenly enjoyment or attainment of this Brahma Sahajujya Mukti. Do you understand? Merge in the Brahman effulgence. This cannot be compared. Do you understand? And they say, we are mortal beings. We are here in this material world where there is death, birth and death. Martyo pura. Mrityu sansar. Where there is death. A death is sure. Jatasya dhruva mrityu. Isn't it? As sure as death. We say this thing. As sure as death. Death is sure. Some other thing may not be sure, but death is sure. Jatasya dhruva mrityu. Gita says. So they say, we are mortal beings. We are here. Where death is sure. So for us, only this is the benediction. Bhagavad Sangi Sangasya. And the association of sadhu. Nothing more is required. Do you understand? And by that you can get everything. You can get everything. You can get everything. That Mahaprabhu says 5 things. When he instructed Sanatana Goswami about sadhana bhakti, he said 64 items. In conclusion, he said only 5 things. You understand? Sadhu Sangha Nam Kirtan, Bhagavad Shravan, Mathura Vasa, Srimurtira Swadhaya Orchan. এই পঞ্চের অল্প সঙ্গ কৃষ্ণ ভক্তি জন্মায়. Do you understand? If someone does only these 5 every day, daily, if he does only these 5 daily, very little, daily, he will get Krishna bhakti. First thing, sadhu sangha. Do you understand? Association with the sadhus. Then Nam Kirtan, chanting Hare Krishna. Kirtanya Sada Hari, isn't it? Mahaprabhu says, Kirtanya Sada Hari. Nam Kirtan, Sadhu Sangha, Nam Kirtan, Bhagavad Shravan, hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. Ja Bhagavata Pado, Vaishnavir Sthane, isn't it? You should go to a Bhakta Bhagavata to study Grantha Bhagavata, listen Bhagavata. Do you understand? Bhagavad Shravan, Mathura Vasa, live in Mathura. Dham, do you understand? Mathura Vasa, isn't it? It's Mathura. Have you gone to Mathura? Huh? Huh?
Physically. I've been there physically.
Physically. Then?
I could just realize external can really internally go to the Mathura. Yeah.
You have gone there in Mathura. You have gone to Mathura. Seen Mathura. Huh? Where is it? Near Vrindavan. Near Vrindavan. No, you have gone to Vrindavan also. Isn't it? Huh? Huh? You think so? How far your thinking is correct? Or is speculation? Huh? So you are very fortunate fellow. I am not so fortunate. I want some dust from your feet. Isn't it? কবে নিতাই চাঁদের করুণা হইবে? হ্যাঁ, বিষ বাসনা মোর কবে তুচ্ছ হবে? বিষ ছাড়িয়া কবে শুদ্ধ হবে মন? কবে আম হেরব শ্রী বৃন্দাবন? I am just thinking like this. When I can see Sri Vrindavan? That day has not come to me yet. When Nitai Chand will shower his mercy on me, that my mind, my consciousness and heart will be completely purified of material contamination. Bisho chhadiya kobe shuddha hobe mon. Kobe amo herabo Sri Vrindavan? When I then will be eligible to see Sri Vrindavan? Up till now, I am not eligible. But you are such fortunate. No. You say you have gone to Vrindavan, you have seen Mathura.
Physical manifestation. Whatever I can see through my senses.
That means you have not gone to Vrindavan. I have not seen Mathura. Why don't you say so? You should have said so. No, I have not gone. And I have not visited. I have not seen. Isn't it? Mathura means the appearance place of Lord Krishna. That's Mathura. Where Krishna appears, that is Mathura. Isn't it? Though Mathura Dham is there, 5,000 years ago, when Krishna had appeared there, and where Krishna had manifested his transcendental Leela in Vrindavan is there also, Dham is there. You understand? That transcendental Dham in spiritual kingdom had descended there. Isn't it? Still, one may think, so how is that Mathura is there or that Vrindavan is there now? Krishna is gone. Krishna is not there. Vrindavanam paritejya padamekam nagacchati. Krishna never leaves Vrindavan. Even one step, he never leaves. He is always in Vrindavan. So, if you can go to Vrindavan and can't see Krishna, then how can you say that you have gone to Vrindavan? That's the question. Isn't it? That's the question. I went to Vrindavan, but I can't see Krishna. I couldn't see Krishna. Oh, where is Krishna? Then how have you gone to Vrindavan? Not only seeing Krishna, but seeing his transcendental pastimes. Because these are eternal pastimes. Are being enacted there and displayed there in Vrindavan. Isn't it? If someone can really see Vrindavan, he can see the transcendental pastimes of Krishna also. Otherwise, how can one say that I have visited Vrindavan but I have not seen any pastime and not seen Krishna? That means he has not visited Vrindavan, not gone there. Isn't it?
Where's he gone now? Where has he gone?
Where has he gone? He has gone to material world. He is in the material world. Vrindavan is not in material world. Is Vrindavan in material world? Then?
There's a place called Vrindavan from the spiritual world, manifestation.
Yeah.
But where is it? If we're not in Vrindavan, when we go to this place, where are we?
Can Vrindavan stay? Can Vrindavan stay here? Exist here? In this material world? Yeah? No? No?
No, as you always say, sunlight and darkness cannot exist together.
Then, what do you say? What do you say? So how is it that Vrindavan is there? In North India, in Uttar Pradesh. How is it?
You can tell us. You can tell us.
I can tell. You are all going to Vrindavan, visit Vrindavan Dham. How can I tell? You can tell. When Krishna descends, he descends with his Dham, with his all associates, paraphernalia, everything. Krishna never comes alone. Isn't it? So when 5,000 years ago, Krishna descended here, he descended with his Dham. So Dham is there. But my question is, can that Dham, which is transcendental Dham, place, abode, stay here, exist here, in this material world? No,
Well, it's not the material world.
it's not material world.
It's transcendence this material world, so it's not in the material world.
This is not material world.
This is, but Vrindavan, it may appear like it's there, but it's not in the material world.
How it is? How the transcendental Dham descends here and keeps up his transcendental position? How? How is it?
By the sadhus residing in the Dham.
That's all right, Baba. Unless sadhu stays, how that can be a place of pilgrimage, tirtha? All sinful persons go there just to wash off their sins. Then sins will be accumulating there, like Himalayan mountains. Now how that place will be tirtha? Only sadhu resides there. Do you understand? Tirthi kurvanti tirthani, that's a fact. But my question is, how that transcendental Dham exists here in material world? Yeah? Yeah?
But Yoga Maya.
Have you seen? Have you seen lotus leaf in the pond? So it's in pond, there is water. But does water touch it? No, but it exists there. Similarly, you can't answer this thing, very simple. Dull-headed fellow. As lotus leaf is there in the pond, but water doesn't touch it. It exists there. Similarly, that transcendental Dham exists here, but the materiality cannot touch it. It keeps its own swatantriya. Do you understand?
What happens when the annihilation of this universe takes place?
Huh?
When this universe is annihilated,
Annihilated.
this universe gets annihilated,
Yeah.
does the Vrindavan stay in that same spot?
Arre Baba, Dham is there. In spiritual sky, in spiritual kingdom. You understand? That transcendental, that cannot be annihilated. You understand? Material things are annihilated. Material world is annihilated. All material manifestation is annihilated. You understand? But my question is, when Mahaprabhu says, Sadhu Sangha, Nam Kirtan, Bhagavad Shravan, Madhura Bhasa, Srimurtir Swadhaya Archan, এই পঞ্চের অল্প সঙ্গ কৃষ্ণ ভক্তি জন্মায়. So, if you can only have sadhu sangha, you'll get everything, except Srimurtira Swadhaya Sevan. Srimurtira Swadhaya Sevan, Vigraha Archana, deity worship, Atmavat Seva. You understand? With sadhu sangha, you get everything. With real sadhu, that's the chief symptom of sadhu. Huh? That's the chief. Krishna ka sarmatvam, mukhya lakshanam. Completely surrendered unto the lotus feet of Krishna. That's the chief symptom. Others are, what I say, marginal, tatastha lakshana, or gauna, secondary. When this mukhya is there, chief is there, automatically tatastha, marginal things are there. Automatically. It's automatic. Jasya asti bhaktir bhagavati akinchana sarvai gunistatra samaste sura harava bhaktasya kutamahad guna manarathena sati dhavato vahi. Bhagavatam says, Do you understand? Huh? Raghunath Bhatta. Huh? Your head should be crushed. Isn't it? To be cut off. Cut off his head. New head. You understand? Jasyasti bhaktir bhagavati akinchana sarvai guniस्तत्र समास्ते सूरा हराव भक्तस्य कुतमहद् गुणा मनर्थेन asati dhavat bahi. Isn't it? Akinchana bhakti, unalloyed, abhyabhicharini bhakti, aikantika bhakti is different names. Is unalloyed devotion. You understand? Complete surrender. One who develops this unalloyed devotion is completely surrendered soul. Automatic. It's automatic. All transcendental qualities develop in his person. You understand? If you have mukhya thing, chief, automatic guna, secondary things or marginal things will come up. No separate endeavor will be made. There is such a sadhu. He is sadhu. This sadhu's mukhya lakshana, chief symptom. That's sadhu. You understand? If you can have the association of such a sadhu, you'll get everything. Sadhu does Nam Sankirtan. Kirtanya Sada Hari. He's always engaged in chant. Hari Kirtan. Isn't it? Sayane Sopone Jagarane. Isn't it? Sayane Sopone Jagarane. Dumb. In waking state, in sleeping state, in dreaming state. Every moment he is engaged in Hari Kirtan. Isn't it? It's sadhu. Not a single moment accepted. Pratikshana prati muhurta. Huh? Ashtaprahara nama kirtana. Isn't it? Ashtaprahara. 24 hours. You understand? It's sadhu. Ashtaprahara nama kirtana. 24 hours. Even sleeping state is doing Nam Kirtan also. Sleeping, dreaming, awaking. Do you understand? That's sadhu. Complete surrender. If you associate such sadhu, then automatically there is a Nam Sankirtan. Huh? Then Bhagavad Sravan. Sadhu speaks from Srimad Bhagavatam. Is Bhakta Bhagavata. Is embodiment of Bhagavata. Srimad Bhagavata has assumed the body. Isn't it? It's automatic. You have Bhagavad, hearing Srimad Bhagavatam from him. It's automatic. Nam Sankirtan. Sadhu Sangha, Nam Sankirtan, Bhagavasravan, Mathura Vasa. That's Mathura also. The appearance place of Krishna. Isn't it? Krishna has said that thing. Huh? Nahum tisthami vaikunthe yogina hrudayena cha madbhakta jatraga banti tatra tisthami Narada. Where am I? Oh Narada, I am there. I am not in Vaikuntha. I am in the heart of that yogi. Meditation. Who does meditation? Do you understand? I am there where my dear devotees speak about me, glorify me. Do you understand? I am there. So where there is sadhu, there is Mathura, there is Vrindavan. Jahan sadhu, tahan Vrindavan. Isn't it? Tahan tirtha. Isn't it? Jahan sadhu, tahan tirtha. Tahan Vrindavan. Where there is such a sadhu, that place is tirtha. pilgrimage, place of pilgrimage. That is Vrindavan, that is Mathura. Krishna appears there. That's the appearance place of Krishna. So that's Mathura. So only by sadhu sangha you get everything. So this is the only benediction. Bhavad Sangi Sangasya Martyanam Kimutasisha. Yeah? Therefore, Praseta said this thing. Only this is the benediction for us. We are the mortal beings, we are in this material world where there is death, where death is sure, subject to death. Only this benediction is required, nothing else. Huh? Isn't it? This is the only benediction required, nothing else. This is one thing. It's pinpointed, not multi-pointed. Do you understand? You should understand this thing, yes?
How do we get that association from sadhu?
Huh?
How do we get the association of sadhu?
If you are really desiring, hankering after it, if you have developed greed for it, you understand? If you have really developed hunger for it, if you are hungry for it, you understand? Huh? If you have no hunger, you are not hungry, the palatable dishes will not be accepted by you. I am not hungry. Huh? Isn't it? This,
If we get the association, what is the proper way to associate? What's the proper way to associate?
proper way is to develop faith in that sadhu. And submissively here, surrendering. First thing is surrender. And here, with complete faith. That is the way. Otherwise, you cannot associate. Apparently, you may be associating. That means sadhu is speaking some harikatha. Many people are sitting there. Let me go there and sit there. Do you understand? Many people do like that. But if someone has no faith in that sadhu, he is not surrendered at all, he never listens, he never listens. That katha never enters into his ears. As if the mosquito is sitting here. They will say he is doing sadhu sangha, it is disturbing. Isn't it? The mosquito has come to do sadhu sangha. Sangha means, association means to accept the mood. Do you understand? And that will be effective. That is effective. But the sadhu's katha is very powerful. It's potential. Do you understand? It's not empty. It's potential. Virjavati. Sadam prasangan mama virja sambhito. Bhavanti hrutkarna rasayana katha. Tadjasanad asu apavarga vartuni. Saddha rati bhakti anukramisyati. Lord Kapil says, Kapiladev says this thing. To his mother, Devahuti, isn't it? Kapiladev says this. Sadam prasangan mama virja sambhito. Sadam means devotees, sadhus. When they speak, do you understand? Harikatha, it is potential, very powerful. Mama virja sambhita. Do you understand? You can understand. If you can understand this word, Sanskrit word, virja, it's very powerful. It's potential. It's not important. Do you understand? It's potential. Yeah. So, if one really has developed faith and submissively surrendering ears, it is effective. it's effective. He is affected by the mood of sadhu. Do you understand? Tadjosanat asu apavargavartmani sraddha rati bhakti anukramisati. This is Rutakarna Rasayana. This is nectarian. Katha mruta, it is nectar. Krishna Katha is nectar. So sweet. It's pleasing to the heart, pleasing to the ear. Do you understand? Pleasing to the heart, pleasing to the ear. Huh? Another point is there. Another point, another aspect is there. What is that, Gopinath Prabhu? Huh? Don't know? Shravanam is hearing. This is service. Transcendental service. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Vandanam, Padasim. Ninefold is Navadha Bhakti. Huh? This is, thereby your ear is engaged, mind is engaged, every sense, all senses are engaged when mind is engaged. Isn't it? That means you are Hrusikesa Sevanam, you are serving Hrusikesa now. Thereby giving pleasure to him. This is loving service, isn't it? Huh? Do you understand me? This loving service, then Krishna will be pleased through your service. Huh? Do you understand, Bapu? This is service. This is the beginning of the service. Through ear. Huh? So, service should be pleasing. Pleasing to the Lord. If Lord is pleased, then automatically you will be pleased. Jasmin tuste jagat tustaha. If Krishna is pleased, satisfied, then whole world will be pleased and satisfied. Because he is the source of all creation. Isn't it? By only giving one shark leaf, how Draupadi could satisfy Krishna, thereby Durvasa Muni, with his thousands of disciples, belly is filled. Isn't it? That's the example. Huh? So, this is the most important point here. You have to hear from the sadhu for the pleasure of Guru and Gauranga. Do you understand me? Isn't it? Not for your pleasure. You will get pleasure automatically, simultaneously. But that is not your purpose. Do you understand me? My point is that. And this is the most important thing. For the pleasure of Guru and Gauranga, we render service. Isn't it? So this is service, is it not? Hearing, I am rendering service and you are also rendering service. I am chanting and you are hearing. I am Kirtankari and you are Sravankari. Isn't it? Huh? Both of us are rendering service. Do you understand? Now it's not clear to you. Is it clear? Huh? You understand? And this should be pleasing to Guru and Gauranga. So automatically you will get pleasure. But if you avoid this thing, you are not aware of this thing, oh, it is not pleasing to me. Then, that means you are so selfish. You want only your pleasure. You don't want the pleasure of Krishna or Gauranga. Do you understand me? Killing his brothers, kith and kin, relatives, is so painful on the part of Arjuna. Isn't it? Do you understand? First, He was refusing. He was not willing. You are rejecting, isn't it? No, I won't fight. Isn't it? Because this is not good. Anything good. This is a sinful activity. Adharma, a religion, path. I'll go to hell. First he said like this. But when he heard from Krishna, his friend Krishna, do you understand? Krishna was first treating with him as a friend. Sakhya bhava is there. Friend relationship is there. So Krishna was treating like that. Then encouraging also. Oh, my friend, dear friend Arjuna, this is not good. On your part, you are such a great warrior. You want so much fame, Josho. And you have defeated many great warriors, such a famous warrior. If you won't fight now, then all will speak ill of you. You are a coward. You are a coward. Do you understand? Can you tolerate this thing? Do you understand? Can you tolerate this thing? It will be more painful than death. Yeah? As death is painful, but it will be more painful than death. Can you tolerate this thing? Intolerable. Yeah? You understand? Krishna says it will be intolerable. Yeah? You understand? Yeah? And people will say that you are a coward, bhiru, kapurus. Yeah? Why such weakness of heart is there in you? Hrudaya durbalyam. Isn't it? It's hrudaya durbalyam. It's the weakness of heart. It's not befitting for you. Do you understand? He said like that. It's like a friend. Yeah? But at last when Arjuna said, Karpanya dosa pahata sabhava pritchami tam dharma samudha cheta. Huh? Do you understand? Oh, I am bewildered. I cannot decide what to do and what not to do. Dharma samudha cheta. Do you understand? What's the real dharma? On my part, I cannot decide. Do you understand? Then it says, Sishyate hum sadhimang tam prapannam. I now surrender yourself, prapanna. Become your disciple. Then please inflict discipline on me, cleanse me, purify me, and give the instruction. Tattva upadesh sadhimang. So this is question of surrender and faith. Then he listens. Do you understand? Then he listens. What Krishna says. And asks questions or so many doubts he has cleared. Then he thought. Do you understand? And at last Krishna also asked him, do you understand? All your doubts cleared? All your doubts cleared now? Do you understand what I say? Jatha ichhosi totha kuru. Now you do whatever you like. He never forced. Do you understand? Never forced. Because it's your spontaneous acceptance. Spontaneous. No forcing is there. No compulsion is there. This is what is it? Loving service. Where there is loving service, there is no force. By force one cannot get love. Hey, love me. What is this nonsense? By force, you love me? There is no force, Baba, no compulsion. It's spontaneous loving. You understand? Automatic. From your heart, you'll be attracted. You understand? It's spontaneous. Therefore, he says, Krishna says, Jatha isosi tatha kuru. Now you do whatever you like. Then what Arjuna says? Nasta moho smritilabdha tat prasadat maya achyuta sthitosmi gato sandhya karisye vachanam tava. He says at last, O Achyuta, all my delusion is now gone, despaired. You understand? Nasta moho smritilabdha. What I have forgotten, now I remember. Do you understand? I have forgotten my relationship with conditioned soul with Krishna. Now I remember I have this eternal relationship with you. That I remember now. Nastamoho smritilabdha. By your mercy, tot prasada, O Achyuta. Sthitosmi, all my doubts cleared. Gata sandeha. Do you understand? Sthitosmi gata sandeha. Karisye vasat. Now I'll do whatever you say. What you say. That means what Krishna says. Krishna says, what? Now you do whatever you like. Then he says, whatever you say. That means he understood. Krishna wants me to fight. He understood this thing. And he fought. You understand? This is our process. You understood? This is our process. This is first thing, prapanna. Surrender. Faith. So if you have no faith in that sadhu, and you are not surrendered, you cannot associate. All right? It's not effective at all. It's all superfluous, external, baya. Do you understand me? This is most important thing. So, yes?
When you develop a hunger to associate with real sadhu,
Yeah.
should you be up front about it, or should you just wait for Krishna and hopefully the sadhu will recognize you and be merciful?
Yeah. This is the most important thing. Hunger must be there.
Yeah. Once the hunger is there,
Yeah. If no hunger,
just be up front about that. Front about the sort of like big, like, association,
yeah.
service, or should you just
In some other way we say, if fire will catch your head is burning. Now you're crying, water, where is water, running. That is the condition. That's hunger. I'm so hungry. I want food. Where is food? Oh yes. Come, we are distributing food. Take food. Do you understand me? That's the condition. Yes.
a lot of time, sometimes gurus seem unapproachable in this kind of thing.
And that is the defect with us. We are not hungry. Sometimes we are forced. Oh, become hungry, take this. Taking, then vomiting. Vomiting. This is the case. So I'm not hungry. And he just compelled me, eat it. I ate. Indigestion, vomiting. Vomiting. That thing takes place. Yes?
I was wondering about hunger. Associated with sadhu.
Silly question. How you develop hunger? Take some purgatory. Let him breathe on, what is there in your belly. Get out, then hunger. It's quite natural thing. Do you understand? It's quite natural. All get hungry. If one is diseased person, what do you say? one's digestive fire is very dim, Agni Mandyo. What he eats is not digested. No hunger. I have no hunger. That's a disease condition. But one is healthy condition, it's quite natural. Hunger is there, thirst is there. Do you understand? Huh? Diseased condition, it may not be. But if you are a diseased condition, you should approach a physician for the treatment. Then you can develop hunger. Physician will give you some medicine. Your disease will be cured. You will develop hunger. Do you understand? And you should understand that thing, oh, I am a diseased person. There is a disease with me, so there is no hunger. Do you understand? You must understand. You must admit, oh yes, I am a diseased person. So there is no hunger. This roga is a disease. Your digestive fire is very dim. That's disease. So you approach a physician and get medicine. Then you're cured. Then hunger is there. Do you understand? What I say? Try to understand me. Not simply nod your head. Try to understand me. It's a very deep thing. It's not a superfluous thing I am saying. It's very difficult to understand. I don't know whether you understand it or not. I don't know. It's a very deep thing. It's not external, superfluous. It's a serious thing, serious matter. What do you say, Mr. Peter?
Very serious, eh?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Guru is the physician.
But if without faith, Guru won't show his mercy on you, then where do you get faith?
Now, that's the question of faith. Unless you have faith with the physician, his medicine will never work. Isn't it? This is the most important thing. Yes, that's a good physician. I have faith in him. Then that will work. No faith, medicine will never work, or you will never follow his instruction, prescription. I will throw up the medicine. Oh, yes, I won't take it. Then I will be cured. Do you understand?
How do we develop that strong faith?
If you have no strong faith, then continue, go on, faithless. Again and again, Krishna says, a faithless person, sansayatma vinasyati. A faithless person again and again and again. Here just revolving in the cycle of birth and death. Sometimes goes up, sometimes falls down, sometimes goes up, falls down, goes up, falls down, like this. This is the condition of a faithless person. Read Gita. Krishna said that thing. Sansayatma vinasyati. Do you understand, Mr. Peter? Oh, yes. Anyhow, that's Upadeshamrita also says, Sad Krishna Nama Charita Visitapya Vidya Pitopatapta Rasanasya Narochikanu Kintu Adarad Anudinam Khalusaiva Justa Sadavi Kramat Bhavati Tadgata Mulahantri. Do you understand, Mr. Peter? You read Nectar of Instruction. You have jaundice. This is jaundice. Yellow eye, yellow urine, everything yellow. Do you understand? Jaundice. Pito, where bile is excessive. Pito, excessive bile. Do you understand? If someone will give you sugar candy, oh, it's bitter. If sugar candy is sweet, how? It tastes bitter to you. Because you have jaundice, excessive bile. Pita adhikya hai. Excessive bile. Therefore, sugar candy tastes you bitter. Do you understand? And if you can understand this thing, yes, I have some disease, this jaundice. So you go to the physician, do you understand? And physician diagnoses, oh, it has excessive bile. So he has caught up with this disease, jaundice. So sugar candy tastes bitter. Do you understand? Unless you develop faith with the physician, your disease will not be cured. Because what physician says, you have to carry it out. He'll give you prescription, take this medicine. These are the rules for taking medicine. You take this medicine with sugar candy, you'll say. Do you understand? And take this diet. And this medicine will be taken 3 hours interval or like this or like this. Some prescription is there. And unless you have faith, you won't follow it. So your disease cannot be cured. You must have faith in physician. And it will be bitter because you have jaundice. But that is the medicine. That sugar candy is the medicine. Now, if you have faith, all right, this will cure my disease. Though it is bitter, you continue it. Do you understand? Regularly, according to his instruction, gradually your disease will be cured. Then you will say, oh, it is so sweet. Now I feel it's so sweet. First it was bitter. Do you understand? Kramasha, gradual process. That Rupa Goswami says this thing. This is the process. Do you understand me, Mr. Peter? Yes. Mother says, your mother says, Mr. Peter, he is your father. His mother says, he is my father. No argument. Believe mother. Mother is the authority. No belief? Finish. Let me test. Why he will be my father? Why not he or he or he? That is it. Accept, this is the first principle, accept bona fide authority. Then you can make a progress. You understand? 2 and 2 is equal to 4. I'll calculate. Then you can calculate mathematics. Go on. If you won't accept, you can calculate. All your calculation will be wrong. You will fail in the examination. 0. Mark 0. You understand? This is the principle. All right? So is that drama? Jada Bharat? Shall we go and see? All right. Thank you.
John.
Yeah?
The drama was supposed to start at 7 and finish at 8. Finish at 8. So,
That's